Last weekend, we kicked off the Trigger Set series covering both Kakizaki and Suwa squads. Alongside talking about their triggers, we dived into how their squads are similar, their combat style, and things like change. Today, we take the conversation to the next set of B-rank squads for both Azuma and Nasu Squad. The theme for these two squads are the developing teams. Both of these teams are undergoing major changes for the long term. Akane has moved on from Nasu Squad as their sniper and has opened up the door for Izuho to join upon her reaching B-rank. As for Azuma Squad, upon the conclusion of round 7, Captain Azuma finally opened up the doors for his teammates to begin using sub-triggers. Azuma had the attackers focus on being the best they could be in that role purely without any bullet usage. You can just tell by just how synchronized the two can be. Now with sub-triggers becoming a valuable option, things are once again about to change for the future of Azuma Squad. Both captains of the squads also have a good amount of positive things to mention about them, from combat to overall intellect. Starting with the all-woman squad, we begin the conversation with B-rank number 12, Nasu Squad. Nasu Squad is led by Captain Rei Nasu, an extremely well-tempered and deadly captain, as she is highly regarded to be a masterclass shooter and is very skilled with the Viper trigger at that. She is the team's ace and extremely agile, allowing vigorous pursuit. Her main triggers contain Viper, Asteroid, a shield, and Meteor. Her sub-triggers consist of an additional Viper, additional shield, and a bagworm. Captain Nasu's Viper usage applies a lot more pressure, far more than the average Viper user, as can be shown in round 3. Her ability to come up with complex patterns on the fly and sync with her keen battle sense allows her to make the most of her dual Viper management. Season 2 showcases just how crazy her combinations can be in the Galapola invasion arc. Her Helix takedown is arguably one of the best showcases of the series' current animation yet. Following her captain, we have Yuko Kumagai, the team's attacker. A defining word for Kumagai will be determined. Regardless of the gap in ability or strength, she's not one to run away from a fight, doing her best to hang in with Ko and Kuga back in round 3 and bared her fangs in her fight against Wen in the Galapola invasion arc. She serves as Nasu's reliable bodyguard, so to speak, typically following up with her in combat when possible and covering her weak points. Kumagai's trigger set is composed of a Kogetsu with a Senku optional and a shield for her main triggers, and a Meteor, shield, and a bagworm for her sub-triggers. Her combination of Kogetsu and Meteor allows a strong balance of offense and range and gaining distance when needed. Last but not least, we have our recently departed sniper, Akane Haruya. Unfortunately, due to the After Kotor invasion, Akane's parents made the decision to move away and her participation as an agent was caught in the crossfire. She has a very endearing personality, especially amongst her sniper peers, and can be quite focused in combat as well. Akane's main triggers are composed of Egret, Ibis, and Lightning snipers with a shield and a bagworm with an additional shield and Meteor for her sub-triggers. One thing to note is that Akane likes to use immobile Meteor cubes as traps, capitalizing on their destructive force to catch opponents off guard. As far as what I may change about this squad, it all comes up to nothing. Nasu Squad has a good balance like Tamakoma does, and without a sniper they are currently handicapped. Until Izuho joins them and we get to see what becomes of the new and improved Nasu Squad, it's hard to overall judge the team's full potential. Just like Yusei, Izuho will be an unknown variable in the future and potentially a great rival for Chiga down the line, so if anything, it's something I look forward to. Hopefully Ashihara brings this in post-away mission saga when we least expect it. Transitioning from Nasu Squad, we have the cunning Azuma Squad led by Captain Haruaki Azuma. Azuma is definitely one of the most critically analytical people in the series. He lays low and targets crucial enemies, which gives his attackers more room to get their part of the job done. He also tends to do his own thing on the sidelines, allowing his attackers to formulate their own plans and strategies and go at them accordingly. Azuma's triggers consist of Ibis, Egret, Lightning, a shield, and a dummy beacon for his main triggers, and a bagworm with an additional shield and dummy beacon for his sub-triggers. Azuma's showcase of the dummy beacons was the first time we saw it in the anime, and it showed just how well you can work with them in a multiple floor space with various targets at that. The one thing I really enjoy about Azuma is that he plays his cards accordingly, not too aggressive nor passive, and he knows how to make plays when the ball is in his court. Backing up Azuma with the up close and personal combat, we have Noboru Korai and Tsuna Yuki Okudera, both attackers with great synergy on the field. Whether together or separated, the two are very solid attackers, and under Azuma's leadership can be quite the nasty duo. Okudera definitely is the more level-headed and serious one in comparison, and is one Azuma looks to seemingly put some faith in his decision making. Both attackers use a Kogetsu with a Senku optional and a Grasshopper optional, followed by a shield for their main triggers. Their sub-triggers containing an extra shield and a bagworm. Just like Nasu Squad, there isn't much I would change about this squad because of their potential. Azuma was restricting the attackers from using more sub-triggers to truly hone their skills with their teamwork in the sword first. With bullets becoming a viable option now, there is no telling how things may turn out in the future. Just another reason why I would not mind another rank war saga if Ashihara pleases. These two teams are both in the hands of capable leaders that have a lot of good things to come for them in the future. When it comes to execution, Ashihara never fails, so I have no doubt that when it's time, these teams will give us a really strong showcase of just how far they have improved. I'm excited to see just what type of attackers Okudera and Korai turn into and how Izuho will fit in the future of Nasu Squad. Every agent is brimming with potential, and I have a feeling that lots of encounters in the future are going to knock the fandom out their feet with their results. That's pretty much all I have for today's video. As always, thank you for watching, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out, and leave all your comments about Azuma and Nasu Squad down below. Stay safe out there, and I will catch you catch you guys in the next video.